Hey guys, I'm Rob, this little man cave on the prairie, and today we are going to show you what was different about this one than any other one. So last video I explained that I got this for $1,000. A guy down in BC sold it to me. It was a great marketplace experience, which is very rare. I said, hey, will you take $1,000? He said, yeah. And then he was actually coming to Alberta where I am and drove it to me. Like, I chipped in for gas for $150 and he trailed it right to me. So that worked perfect because that's like 6 hours away or something like that. But so of course I'm showing my friends stuff, and I couldn't figure out, because like I said, I'm a Chevy Tracker guy, and this is my first one of these. So I was curious on if it was the 1.3 or the 1.0, and because it had a 5-speed. So like they kind of made them both for this 84 year. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, I don't really know what it is. So I start getting a hold of my friends, like in this channel, I know a lot of the Suzuki gurus. And I'm asking all of them. I'm like, what do I look for? So we I start talking to guys. That's not a Suzuki. So somebody decided, hey, or maybe the engine blew, or I don't know, but somebody decided I still want to drive this thing. So they put in a Hyundai Pony engine into it. I have absolutely zero interest in that. I don't care if it runs or not. But yeah, I'm sorry about the lighting here, but I'm assuming like there's a plate over here covering that access point, and then this looks kind of newish or something. I don't know. But yeah, like these are really close together. So I'm wondering, they obviously had to change the tranny too, and then I started looking underneath. Well, the cross members are cut out and everything like that. So it's a little bit bigger project than what I figured, but I don't really care. I'm just going to go ahead and pull this and put in the 1.6 and drive line and just go from there, because yeah, I want nothing to do with this. It's I just don't know anything about it. And like, okay, so say if it ran, obviously I'd put some time and effort into making it run better or whatever like that, but that's cost me money, time, blah blah blah, when I could just swap it out with the 1.6, have way more horsepower than this thing has. I think this one is around the 45 or 50 horsepower, something like that, which I've got no use for. 82 and a 1.6 8 valve. I'll take that and put it right in and go from there. As for what I want to do with this, well, if you guys have seen the channel lots, you've seen that I have a tracker project that I was doing a twin dovetail on. Now, and there was an extensive amount of work doing that, but as I keep on, like I'm still doing it, but as I keep on going with it, I've had to restart the project because the frame was rusty on the first one. So I got another one, then I had to re-dovetail a bunch of crap. And, like once I got into it, the body was rusty. And so, I'm like replacing floors, I'm doing all this crap. And I was just like, no, that's enough of that. It's just going to take way too long. So this will be the new buggy. And I'm just going to leave the body. I love the body on this thing. I'm going to remove that back thing in the last video. This is just homemade. And, good on him. He did something with a bar kind of bent around it, and this kind of, put on. Tried to make, but you can see like those are not factory welds. But whatever, right? Like somebody made it work, just like the engine. They made it work, and good on them. That obviously would have been a lot of work to make that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take all the parts, which is all under here. Like, I got scout diffs for it, I've got all the gears, Yukon gears, I've got transfer case gears. I'm just actually polishing this one up. I've been doing that lately so I can get those gears in there and slap it in. And I got my 38s over here. We still got the 18-inch Fox shocks. We're gonna pop them out of the hood here a little bit. So yeah, like, the body is gonna be a little bit cut up because, you know, just to fit the 38s, obviously, and to stretch it out a little bit, I want to hit, you know, more tire than front. We're still got to get rid of this. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. This is not a how-to on changing a 1.6 from a Hyundai motor. You know, like, if it was a Suzuki motor, then I'd make a how-to do that. But, you know, I don't think anyone's going to look at how to swap a Hyundai motor to a 1.6. I've never seen that before. So, but yeah, that's it for right now, guys. I will be making more videos on this. Life kind of changed for me for a bit there, so I didn't do a lot of videos, but now, well, I want to get back into it. You know, making the videos and stuff was a lot of fun, so I am going to start doing that. But yeah, that's what we're doing, and the next video will come out pretty quick here because we're just going to start doing Johnny's going to help me do the motor, you know, take this off, pull the seats. I've got racing seats for it, you know, whole pile of stuff. Everything that I had for the buggy, because I saved up for years on parts, that's all going into this now. So that's what we're going to do. Take her easy, guys. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. And yeah, we'll do some custom things to this, but nothing too out of whack, like, you know, twin dovetails where the inner fender matches the outer fender, matches the hood, matches the latches, matches the, you know, all that stuff. We're not going to do that. We're just going to have a nice samurai, you know, rock crawler, I guess. That's what we're going to build. Take her easy, guys. Have a good weekend and wheel safe.